Okay, hey everyone, welcome back to some more Three Hopes, and let's finish off the rest of these supports because I am antsy. I need to do this next map. It might be another choice, might not. I can't remember if I mentioned what my theory was on that, but we're gonna start with Marianne and Hilda and go to Marianne and Raph. Oh, I'm doing the same thing.
Marianne? Ah, Marianne!
Have you been sorting stuff?
There you are. I thought you'd be in the chapel.
I went to pray earlier than usual today.
You're really committed to this whole praying every single day thing, aren't you?
Oh no, it's nothing so grand. And besides, praying to the goddess daily on behalf of my friends is really all I'm good for.
No, you're good for more.
Okay, stop. Seriously?
Yeah.
You're amazing, Marianne. There's a ton of stuff you do that no one else could possibly handle.
I suppose so.
Yeah? Well, I know so.
Pot me kettle, though.
Hilda? Why are you always so nice to me?
Huh? What do you mean?
Well, you have so many other close friends.
I mean, I can't really use three houses to kind of justify this, but she is Hilda's only female A rank, I believe, right?
Yet you always seem to go out of your way to show me kindness and decency. You even took responsibility when Judith was about to berate me during our armor sorting escapade.
Yeah, I guess I did, huh? I totally forgot about that.
Yes, and I have wondered ever since why you did such a thing.
It's no big deal. I guess I just wanted to be nice.
That's fair reason as any.
Seriously, Marianne, you're the best, and having you around makes my life a lot easier.
Oh, really?
So just consider it my way of saying thanks for all the times you helped me out.
Well, that's fair.
I've helped you?
Absolutely. You're my emotional support.
Huh.
You're always around when I need a shoulder to cry on or somebody to listen when I get all mad.
Yeah, you know what? In all fairness, when the other two are Lysithea and Leonie, yeah, I can see that.
You always know the exact right thing to say, and then you smile at the end of it, and it's like, I don't know, it makes me all warm inside.
Yeah, once again, those two, they're meant for one thing, and that's smoke.
You do all that little stuff without even thinking of it, and it really keeps me going.
I never thought of it like that.
Like, realistically speaking, Marianne is the most gentle of the team. That's always been the case, but just actually putting it on paper.
I had no idea you found me helpful.
Yeah, how would the team be if we didn't have Marianne? Huh.
If anything, I thought you considered me a burden. Thank you, Hilda. Your words, they mean a lot to me.
Nah, we need a Marianne. Not that I was ever considering the alternative, because this is the first episode where I ever considered that, but yeah, the group dynamic needs everyone.
And I will do my best to support you in all the days yet to come.
There's that smile. You never fail to brighten my day, Marianne.
Though no offense, I do not want these two to be the ending that ends up being the case. If that even, like I said, I don't know if endings are in this game. Because I was so mad when I got the ending with the two of them. It's like I had options for them. Like, Hilda, my endings were Raph and Ignatz, Marianne and Hilda. Leonie went solo, so that really only left Lysithea and Lorenz, and then Claude ended up with Ingrid. Yeah, Ingrid. Who I am now very worried, depending on... This next map might change things, I don't know, but Marianne and Raph now. I mean, don't get me wrong, Raph has a heart of gold too, but Marianne has the peaceness, you know?
Hey there, Marianne. What's up?
I can't get this poor thing to return to the stable.
Is it Dorte?
When I asked what was wrong, she said her stomach is in such terrible pain that she can't even take a step.
Yeah, that sounds like a real pickle.
If we could get her back to the stable, I could examine her and provide medication, but...
How could you ever doubt your usefulness?
Step aside, Marianne. It's Raphael's time to shine. I'll get your horsey back to the stable in no time.
I mean, in general, the clerics, medics, you know, they tend to be of a peaceful persona. Actually, I think there is one violent one. I forgot which game had like a... I mean, Lissa was energetic. I can't think, but I think there is one cleric that just betrayed expectations.
Yes, but, how exactly?
Well, there was one who was a villain.
Easy. I'll get her onto that cart over there and push her back home.
That's fair.
But I highly doubt she'll be willing to get into the cart given her current state.
Ah, it's fine. Just leave it to me. Good horsey. Good horsey. Just like that. See? It's not such a bad cart.
Raph, good with animals?
And here we go.
You see, when people talk about Dimitri, I'm
Thank
like...
you very much, Raphael. I gave her medicine, so she should feel much better soon.
You're like, you know... I get Dimitri's tough, but there are other tough people in the world. Holst and Raph. Neither of them have a crest. But there's some beasts. And Dimitri and Raph even had a support, so... Huh.
It seems she wants to thank you as well.
Is that Dorte?
Oh, you don't need to be thanking me, horsey. I'm just glad you're feeling better.
I hope this isn't rude, but I still can't believe you were able to lift a horse with your bare hands.
Yeah, let's not skip over that part.
Your little horsey there was just the right size to wake up my sleepy muscles.
Really?
So, what was wrong with her tummy anyway?
You know what? I'm sus every time stomachs are mentioned every time in this game now.
I fear she made a snack of some rotten fruit.
Okay, it's fruit. Okay, alright.
Oof, that's rough.
She's always been a bit of a glutton, I'm afraid.
Just keep her away from the mushrooms.
Still, I'm surprised she went so far as to eat something she found by the side of the road.
Yeah! Crazy, isn't it?
Ah, she was just hungry and eating what was around. Trust me, I know the feeling. I've eaten a lot of weird stuff before.
Okay, but Raph, you're trying to become a chef, like an actual chef. Like, I trust you.
Like what?
Son of a mother, don't say it.
I don't know. Old hard stuff, fuzzy green stuff. Think I ate some long wriggly stuff once.
Alright, do you mean a worm?
Goodness me. And you weren't sick even after eating all of those bizarre things?
I mean, look at this unit of a man. But then again, it even got holes, so...
Nope. Oh, but for the record, I only eat weird stuff when I'm really hungry.
Uh-huh.
I wish this poor horse had a stomach like yours.
Hey, if you want a strong stomach, all you gotta do is whip those gut muscles into shape.
That's not how it works, Raph.
First you do 1,000 crunches, give or take. Then you wolf down as much meat as you can handle.
Well...
Do that, and you'll have an iron stomach in no time.
If you mean, like, a six-pack or something, then yeah, but...
Give it a few days, and you won't even notice when you eat the weird stuff.
I'm sorry, but I really don't think that's a proper training regimen for a horse.
Also fair.
Oh, that's right. Horses don't eat meat.
I mean, that's a factual statement, but not the issue here.
But I'm sure she still very much appreciates your desire to help Raphael.
Oh, what'd she say now?
Yeah, I think this is continuing their support as well.
Yes, I see. Apparently she's feeling much better and wants to go for a run in a large open field.
See? She does want to work out.
I'm starting to wonder if Marianne's crest literally does... Now, I think if anybody would have the actual ability to talk to animals, it'd be happy. Like, actually, that would make a bunch of sense.
Come on, Marianne. The three of us are going running. 50 wind sprints around the field. Let's go!
I'm sorry, 50 what around the what?
Wait, I have to run wind sprints?
Raph, don't hurt Marianne. All right, she is fragile. Okay, what we got on the books next? Oh, we got Balthus and Lorenz. I'm saving this one. Oh, perfect.
Got any arrows left, Raphael?
They're out in the field.
This is my last one.
Oh,
So many wolves. I can't believe we've run out of arrows.
you two are being swarmed by some wolves. Just use your hands.
Guess all your archery skill doesn't mean much if you don't have arrows, huh?
Yeah, that's pretty much the long and short of it. At this point, we just have to take what...
Hang on, Leonie. I got this.
Yeah, you got two weapons right on you.
You've been helping me with archery, so now it's time for me to break out my specialty.
Raphael, that was amazing! You saved us!
You know, that actually is true. Leonie would be up a creek if she ever ran out of arrows, but Three Houses doesn't have that mechanic, so...
It's all because you reinforced this bow for me.
Yeah, but I had no idea that's how you were planning to use it.
Oh, he used it as a he used the actual bow.
I mean, you just grabbed it by the end and started thrusting it like a spear.
All right, then.
No wonder those wolves ran off. You probably scared them all to death.
Yeah, if they know what's good for them, they wouldn't challenge him.
I'm just impressed this thing held up to all that punishment. Your enhancement saved the day, Leonie. Still, the fact that I couldn't break it means I'll have to work out even harder till I can.
I mean, as long as you have the... I suppose that's one way.
Wait, no. That's a bad idea. And yet, my muscles are crying for some good breakage. I don't know, Leonie. What do you think?
What does she think?
Hey, your muscles saved our hides, so if you want to smash that bow to splinters, knock yourself out.
I feel that.
Still, I reinforced that thing pretty well, so you'll need to come at it with everything you've got. And if you do manage to snap it, I'll keep making new ones until I finally perfect a Raphael-proof bow.
Like I said, all right, they're doing a little bit better job of... This still could be friendship, though. Like, this seems completely platonic.
Now that's an idea I can get behind. I'll do what I'm good at, building muscles, and you do what you're good at, building bows.
Right. No lances involved.
That way, we can combine our powers to be the toughest fighting duo in all of Bodland.
Which, by the way, that's another reason I want to do this next map. I need my Master Seals. I need so much.
You may be right.
Because Leonie's actually ready to become a bow knight right now.
I mean, I'm not sure if we'll be quite the force of nature you seem to think we'll be, but it'll definitely put our strong suits to good use.
Nah, force of nature, that fits Leonie.
Say, do you remember what I said when I first helped you reinforce that bow? I told you you'd help me with your specialty one day, just like I was helping you with mine. And guess what? That's exactly what happened today. I think this is the start of great things for us.
No cap, I would like to see how Leonie would do if she could become a brawler. It's unfortunate. And Constance really randomly had that ability. I don't know why. Like, who thought Constance should put on some gloves and start duking?
I can't wait to see where we go from here.
I'll be counting on you, big guy.
Like, you can't even use fists or gauntlets in her class. But that was nice. But once again, still seemed like it could be platonic. Alright, then next I think we're gonna go Balthus and Lorenz. And we'll just follow the train until we finish.
Hey, just the guy I wanted to see.
Why?
Ah, Balthus. Do you need me?
Balthus.
Yep. Got some hush-hush stuff I want to talk to you about.
Huh?
So let's go somewhere private.
Goodness, whatever could it be? It must be serious if we need to discuss it in a private setting.
So, what do you know about the Claude investigation?
The Claude investigation?
I fear I have no idea what you are talking about. Did this request come from my father, perchance?
Yeah, I figured you might be in the dark.
Indeed, this is the first I have heard of it, though I believe he may have spoken to me once regarding something similar. Still, I am surprised he would ask such a thing of you. Also, how do you even know my father?
You know I've borrowed a lot of money from all kinds of folks, right?
Even him?
Well, your pops is on that list.
No wonder you have mercenaries going after you.
I'm as broke as can be, so he put me to work to pay it back. That's how I ended up looking into Claude.
Dadgum Balth. You know what? You know what? At this point, though, it might be good for that to happen. I don't know.
I think that was around the time I decided to hide under Garrick Mock.
Wait, is this part of their support? I gotta see Balth. You know, would you all be okay if I took some time and I went back to the Golden Deer? Because I feel like I need to... There are 2 support chains I need to see. Well, actually, a couple. There's still some more Hildas. There's Claude's and Balthus. And Claude and Petra as well.
I am relieved to hear you know him for surprisingly normal reasons.
Hey, what's that supposed to mean?
Well, what you think?
Still, I wonder why my father would lend money to a base mercenary such as yourself.
Because he's not a base mercenary. He's, well, technically, an Alliance Lord.
Just gonna ignore that last part, huh? Now I know where the phrase like father, like son comes from. Anyway, I'll answer your question.
Yep.
I may not look it, but I actually used to be a noble.
I should have said noble. He's not in charge or anything, but...
You, a noble? Pray, keep your jests in check, sir.
Oh yeah, this would be interesting for Lawrence to come across too.
No joke. The full name's Balthus von Albrecht. I'm surprised you didn't know. Claude and Hilda both did.
Yeah?
Does this mean you have connections with Lord Holst?
Yes.
Yeah, we're old buddies. I was the heir to my house too, so we got to see each other a lot.
An heir? Goodness me. I apologize for my ignorance.
Oh, well, I mean, he renounced his title, basically.
To think a boorish man so lacking in honor and grace would be a noble.
Hey, easy. I'll have you know I was actually the lord of the house. It wasn't
You
until
were?
after I inherited the title that I left.
Really?
Such a thought staggers the imagination, but I will accept it for the time being. And I feel I now understand your relationship to my father.
You just sort of say whatever pops into your head, don't you?
Funny, he said that to Raph.
Still, you better think twice about that brutal honesty of yours. Especially since you're the Count now.
You may be right. Thank you for the counsel.
Oh, now that's interesting. Huh. I gotta see more of that, Lawrence. Speaking of, let's see what our A rank is gonna be like.
Ah, there you are.
Here to complain again, Lawrence?
Do I look like a man who does nothing but complain? Simply preposterous.
Do you want the honest answer, or...
Okay, then what do you want?
I'm not sure if you noticed, but I have grown remarkably stronger as of late.
I have noticed. But your placement in the team...
I've poured all my effort, nay, my very blood, into these results. And do you know why that is?
In fact, the very reason I gave Lawrence, or refused to give Lawrence, refused to give Lysithea the Staff of Gloucester is because Lawrence needed it. I said Lysithea can handle herself without a relic and the Golden Deer route. And I had Lawrence hold on to it. Once we got into other routes then, I was like, okay, Lysithea go ham. And then that was beautiful. But I'm just saying, I wanted a balanced team, and that made it even. You know what?
Because you want to be more popular with women?
I assure you, I have never lacked popularity with the ladies. No, it is because you threw down the gauntlet.
I know, but I gotta say it.
I don't remember doing anything like that.
You surely could not have forgotten. Your words ring true in my ears even now. It was something like, if you don't want people running in to save you, then you just gotta get stronger than me.
Grape doesn't have the best memory, but it's okay. I still like him.
That does sound like me.
In fact, I really like Grape. I think he's one of my... He's a welcome addition to Three Houses lore. I'll say that. Can't say how I'd rank him yet because we still got a lot of game to go, but...
And I believe I responded. The day my strength surpasses yours, my noble personage will save your commoner skin and restore the proper order to this world.
Yeah.
Did you?
Yes, I most certainly did. And now that day has finally come. I am a man of my word, after all.
So we're going on a mission or something?
If I could only just rescue you from a perilous spot in battle, I will have truly fulfilled my vow.
I feel like that shouldn't be something you want to look forward to.
So that was a vow, huh?
Yes, one I whispered into the ears of the goddess herself. Yet you seem dead set on foiling my every opportunity to fulfill it. Somehow you never stumble, never falter on the battlefield. It's almost as if you're an army all on your own.
Yeah, kind of like my quote-unquote rival.
And so, despite my every intention to rush in and rescue you, the opportunity never arises. Well, what do you plan to do about this?
Nothing. Order is maintained.
Okay, see what you're doing right now? You're complaining again, but you've got it all wrong. The reason I don't run into trouble in battle isn't because I'm all-powerful or something.
I mean, like, that's 75%.
It's because I have reliable allies like you fighting alongside me.
Yeah, but you're OP great.
So, you see, you've already fulfilled your vow.
What? Well, I must say, I'm quite impressed with myself. It seems I've managed to save your life without even realizing it.
Right.
Which means I, Lawrence Hellman Gloucester, have emerged victorious in our challenge.
Grape, is this really what you wanted? Nah.
Challenge? What challenge? All of this was your idea. I never agreed to any of it.
We are not letting Lawrence slip past with that.
And besides, I don't think you've actually accomplished anything yet. I mean, you don't really think you're stronger than me, do you?
We can put that to the test.
Ah, throwing down another gauntlet. Very well then. How about a little sparring session, right here and now?
Let's do it.
Bring it. But
Yeah.
no complaining if you lose, alright?
There we go. Oh, come on. We all know who won that. We know who won that. It's not a question. In fact, I'm 37. Well, okay, levels don't mean much. But look at my strength. What's Lawrence's defense? 26 minus 30. Yep. I won. Though he does have a lance. But the weapon triangle is not a thing in Three Houses, so point is moot. After all, if that were the case, then that would mean that Dimitri would always lose to Edelgard? I mean, weapon triangles just give advantages and disadvantages. But Edelgard also does have 2 crests as well. I could see that being the issue. But when you got a bow, at least in Three Houses, it just... Anyways. We've got 2 more. Wait, no. Oh, we just have 1. Alright then. Let's end it off with this.
I know you're busy, Your Majesty, but do you have a moment? It's important.
If it's really important, I have all the moments in the world. What's this about? There are so many possibilities, I can't even guess.
As you are well aware, we've cast away Leicester's old alliances and begun anew as the Federation.
Yeah.
And we've now joined forces with the Empire to overthrow the kingdom and dissolve the Central Church.
You're happy with all that, right?
Of course, Your Majesty. I would even go so far as to say I'm your greatest supporter.
Really?
I appreciate that. I feel much more secure in my position as king knowing I have your support.
Yeah, that would be a problem. If you didn't even have whole support, yeah, it could be easy. Well, Yeah, I could see Holst being for it because, again, it's like I was saying before. He is a noble, but without a crest. I know people said that he's like the exception to the rule, but for somebody who needs to be a part of the change, this is what I was saying. Simply for the fact of being for Edelgard's vision, it helps for Holst to be how he is. That's what I was saying.
I am fully confident you'll be able to fulfill our goals in this war. But my question concerns what happens after that.
Okay.
You say you want to remove the church's authority from Fodlan and build society anew.
Why didn't you all talk about this in the round table, Holst?
That's right. The systems that currently bind Fodlan were all created by the church to serve their own interests. Now, I won't say they're all bad in and of themselves, but ultimately, they exist to maintain the authority of the Church of Seros.
Yes, I do agree with that. Yes.
And so long as we revere them, Fodlan will never be able to move forward. Do you agree?
Also true, though I do wish part of what Rhea did, I feel, was the fear that they would go down the path of the Agarthans. So I do wish they could have at least, well, I kind of lost my train of thought there. I just think it would have been cool if they had Rhea's help in avoiding the pitfalls of the Agarthans, but that would have been, can I say too much to ask?
Let me make sure I understand. When this war is over, you wish to step back and reevaluate both the existing system of nobility and our manner of faith. And you also wish to establish relations with people from other lands and those who follow other faiths. Is that accurate?
I would think if Claude had his way, then it wouldn't matter who you believe in, as long as it's just a matter of Rhea not being in power.
Exactly. I want to knock down the walls that keep us closed in. See, I knew you'd get it.
Does this also extend to Fodlan's throat? Will you throw open its gates and look to establish a friendly relationship with the Almirans?
Well, I think that's the main thing.
Yes, of course. It will depend on how they respond to our overtures, but that's what I'm hoping for.
And what of House Goneril, a
Yeah.
family long seen as the enemy of the Almirans?
See, that's what I was thinking about. Honestly, I would keep them in their position because they're more than just a house, they're also warriors. But again, if there's peace, then they would have no need for that. So
Would you send its only daughter to form a marital bond with the Almiran royal family?
hey, yo!
Is that a possible scenario?
It is, actually.
Huh? Are we talking about Hilda?
Like, Holst, how we get here?
Our house has no other daughters.
Really?
Ah, okay, I see where this is going.
Do you think he knows?
Don't worry, Holst. I may be the king of Leicester, but I've no interest in also being a royal matchmaker.
Mm-hmm.
But what if the next king of Almira turns out to be a kind and decent man?
Hey.
What if Hilda even likes him?
Nah, Holst knows. He knows, Clyde. Give it up, man.
If Hilda wants to marry that hypothetical heartthrob, I'm not gonna stop her.
Heartthrob?
Look, what's all this really about?
Clyde, you know what this is about, man. You even said heartthrob.
Apologies. My imagination ran free for a moment. If that is what Hilda wants, then I will not stand in her way either.
Clyde, Holst basically just said, hey, man, if you want it, it's yours.
Your imagination's definitely still running there.
I'm just as worried about Hilda's future as I am about Leicester's. Maybe even more so.
And that's completely fair, especially if she loses her noble status.
I completely understand. So let me just say this.
You'll look after her?
I believe that both Leicester's and Hilda's futures are as bright as they can be. All I ask is that you trust me.
I shall take your words firmly to heart. All I ask in return, Your Majesty, is that you continue to safeguard my sister, no matter what may come.
Holst, Hilda's safety is one of my #1 concerns. I have many number ones, but, you know.
You got it. And, wow. You're really serious about this, Holst.
Of course, man. Okay, so that gave me a little bit more on Claude's thoughts. Still not sure if I want to do Bernie's support quite yet. But, Alright. We do have 3 more meals. I guess let's do Claude and Leonie.
Yeah,
They don't have a rank, but...
Thanks. I love this.
Hey, thanks. It's nice to have a friend who knows what I like.
Considering I think we're gonna be...
Come back whenever you're hungry.
Yeah, I'm now I'm thinking about it, Leonie's probably most definitely coming on this mission. Let me find her. And Claude yeah, let me just do a couple things. Although I have more points. I was gonna try to do something with the happier constants.
Care to make yourself useful?
Like go to the water. Oh, I could do that. And I think I will.
counting on you both.
Yeah, let's get this done.
I sure hope it's something I can actually do.
Yeah. Ooh.
We all must do our fair share.
Well, I don't think we... yeah. That was not unlocked. Okay. And I guess end it with Leonie and Holst. I'll do the waterfall another time.
Counting on you both.
Sure, I can help.
Let us give it our utmost.
I don't think I heard generic quotes from them.
We all must do our fair share.
Okay. If I didn't have just this one mission that's got question marks on it and a master seal, so we're definitely going to be fighting Blake and we're definitely going to be fighting Fleisch. So, since it's come to this, let me say this if I didn't already. I now think that this might be the choice. I actually was thinking that it might have been that Merc whistle, but no. What's making me so confident is that I went back and I read the wordings of the two people who told me that there was a choice, and they made it sound pretty clear. It's not, because one person made it seem like I would regret something if I made a certain choice. I don't know which choice. I don't even know, I don't have a grasp of the option. They tried to make it as non-spoilerific as possible. And, they didn't spoil anything except, that there is a choice. Which, I'm not trying to say that that's a spoiler. I'm just saying from the little that they gave me, I figured it had something to do with happy. Because I thought that a choice, if they know me, then they know because I didn't have happy at the time, if I made a choice and that meant that something would happen to Happy or Constance, then I would hate that. I would also, if I can just say, of the Blue Lions, if I can save people who I think realistically I could save, if I can save Ash, Annette, and Mercedes, then that would be cool. But if I can't, and see, that might be a thing. If it's how I save how many of the Blue Lions I can save or not. But actually, I think because they said 3 houses or 3 hopes has this mechanic, I think. And if that's the case, then the most likely option, I think, is if I can recruit our old adversary. And thinking about it, if Fleisch is here and Blake is with her under her own orders, if we take out Fleisch, that might also put us at odds with Edelgard because she doesn't know what the heck happened, and the mercenaries would have failed once again. So then that would be... basically, I'm thinking I might have to recruit Blake. He might be the person here. Because I can't think of anybody else who would be with Fleisch. Unless it's a Black Eagle, but would I really... Who else would be... Dorothea? But I don't think Dorothea would be rocking with Fleisch. I think she would want as little as of Edelgard's generals as possible. And that's certainly Dorothea. So... if all is said and done, then what's the choice? And this also has question marks on it, like I said. Well, either way, I can't see a reason why I wouldn't recruit Byleth / Blake unless it has to do with Sothis. And if I bring them in our camp, Sothis will just run havoc because of Arvel. Or Sothis will stab us in the back. Like, why would that even be a choice in the first place? I get the feeling then, because if that is the choice, then what they would probably want to warn me to do is to kill Blake. Because if I don't, then I might lose somebody else. I don't know, man, but that might be it. So, with that being said, I'm going to leave you all because by the time you're seeing this episode, I will definitely have recorded this. So, question of the day, I already know what it's going to be. What was your favorite support? Yeah, I'm just going to go with that once again of the episode. Though it doesn't really fit, but just to make things easier for myself on editing. So with that being said, because this was kind of like a post-episode discussion anyways, please post your thoughts down in the comments below and wish me luck for this map next time.